Morning, everyone. This is going to be probably short. I never know. But I hope everyone's having a great morning. Um, Sending lots of love, peace. Um, sorry. Uh, Love, peace, light, positive thoughts around the world. And I thank everyone. Anyway, I was just sitting here. Just having, well, as always, my coffee. I have to laugh about this because about, TikTok and everything. I'll go on it, when I'm on, like maybe every other day or something like that. And I'm sitting here and it's like, where was I or whatever? I don't know if it's on the news or whatever. Hold up. I knew this was going to happen because it's been all day. Come here. Sit. Come on. Sit down. You had enough. Okay? You had enough. No more. Anyway. And not once did I hear. I guess it is true. I'm always the last one to know. But I gotta laugh about it. It's like, I went to go on TikTok today. But I started doing something else. But something came up saying, oh, yeah, TikTok is shutting down. I said, huh? And then I kept seeing them. And I'm like, okay, like thinking to myself, where the frig am I, But anyway, so I went on TikTok. It was working. But then later on, I went to go on. And a thing was up. Sorry, we're not working, something like that. I forget. We'll be we'll be going back, putting it back up once the president's in the office. That's what I saw. I don't remember all of it, but that's, I only remember bits and pieces. Okay, first of all, I don't know. Does he have something to do with it? I don't know. What does that have to do with him when he gets into office? Okay, if nobody knew, hello? Didn't he already win and he's already in the office? So, what's that got to do with him? I don't know why they shut down. Probably late. I'm just making this because, well, as I was getting messages and stuff like that, they said, speak about it. Well, I'm speaking about it of what I saw. I don't know the whole entire story, but anyway. But again, I don't know what the president has to do with it, but hey, it's like if he does, and if he did shut it down, don't know, or they did, and they're waiting for an answer from him, well, it's like this. All those ones that only had TikTok and they were making extra money, to provide for their families, what's going to happen with them? How are they going to get extra money or an actual, income? All the legit ones that are, on there. It's like all these trolls, I guess that's what people say, call them. I have something else to call them, but I won't. All the bullies and stuff like that, making all these comments and stuff like that. What the frig are you trying to do? I heard one saying, oh, well, since, TikTok is shutting down, we'll just go to other, whatever they're called, apps or platform. I don't know what they're called. And we'll try to get them all shut down too. Are you freaking assholes? Whoops, sorry. Asinos, whatever how you say it in Italian. Why don't you look at yourselves? Now, platforms are for people to meet people, to get to know them, enjoy videos. Enjoy videos, I loved looking at, the videos and stuff like that. Some were funny, whatever. Why is it that the legit, hardworking ones, that don't bully anybody or that don't, make comments or I don't know, do these other videos where, where you put people in danger, stuff like that. Why is it that the innocent ones have to be affected? Why is it that people can't get it out of their minds that they have to? It's like, I don't know, that they have to listen and let all these negativity ones to get away with fucking shit. Scratch that. Blank. Crap. Why is it? Why is it always, people can't leave the innocent ones that are trying, I don't know, to make it better, to try to make, provide for their families and etc. No, because you can't just sit there and listen. That could help you. It's always, oh, well, because I can't help myself, let's bring others down. And mm, what I don't understand is these companies, or, well, yeah, it's companies that has the apps, they worked hard to create all this for people to get to know others, to have people to, enjoy videos, to meet people. Say, you see, other than Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and my Twitter and TikTok, they were all taken from me. They were hacked. Or somebody complained about something, I don't know, and had me shut down where I couldn't get back on. All of them. But the thing is, I had stuff on there that people sent me with family that I just met that sent me stuff. And then when I got somebody, I was going to ask them, well, how do I get it off, off there? This way I can have it. But I never got around to that. But, then I got hacked. Why is it that, I'll just say me, but, it's for everybody. Why is it that, how did they get through? You have the app, you have where if somebody's doing something wrong. So you rather lose your company or whatever it's called after you worked your blanks off to create. Really? This has to stop. Like, really. Oh, and it will. Because, other than what I said before, with these ones that keep on, whatever. They're coming after you. But the thing is, this is ridiculous. By doing all this, what is this? What do you think it's accomplishing? What? Because you got somebody shut down, or where people can't go on or whatever, on TikTok to make videos and stuff like that. Well, then how are you going to make videos? Huh? Why don't you do things right? Maybe people will start, trusting you, or whatever. Instead of having your asinine negativity, why? Because it's cute? Oh, that is so adorable when you act that way. I mean, that's what they're telling me, that you think it's so cute. Truthfully, they want to choke you when this BS is, when you do all this. You never know. They might. Because I'm not joking. They are so fed up, Spirit. And they're not the only ones. And when I say heaven, that includes the underworld. They are so pissed off. And this isn't a warning. I'm not giving out warnings anymore. And then the other thing, what I was saying in the other video, I'm still getting their requests and, all that other whatever. But I was also, seeing all the fake pages. That's what I'm getting now. I haven't seen a lot of them in a long time. But now all of a sudden I'm getting, these ones with the real ones' names. And some of them wrote really nice stuff. I mean, I hope you are changing. And I don't know who you were talking to. But the thing is, I hope they know that you're not that person. But the other thing is, and then others were popping up, even their families' names, And the only reason why I know it's family, because when I was getting, I think it's like 5 of them, different ones that I've seen, they spoke about their families. That's why I know it's whatever. I'm not going to explain. Anyway. On one of them I saw was whoever they were pretending to be said something like, I don't know, to whoever, and then the manager came in or something like that. I don't know. I started to read it, but then I saw bits and pieces of it, but I just kept scrolling. But I had to get something, and I don't know, just disappeared. My phone shuts off. But anyway, What it said was underneath it, whatever that person said that was pretending to be, says, "Hi, I'm the manager," and stuff like that. Um, and we know that, I don't know who they were talking to, but we know that you've been trying to get in touch with him, them, um, and it's because that no one can get in touch. It's because of the imposters, and they work with whoever they they are, the real ones. And what else did they say? Yeah, nobody could get in touch with them because of all that. That it's hard. So get in touch with uh, me, and I will, you know, help you get through, something like that. I forget. But the thing is, you know all that, and with I think I did it with all of them. I even wrote on the real ones pages, just as I did with the the ones that own the companies or apps or whatever it's called. You know, but when you try to get in touch with anybody, you get the fake ones. But the thing is, I went to all their pages, the real ones. And I've been saying it for years. That, you know, but the thing is also, you're saying that you're the manager and all that, blah, 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 whatever. And you know who's doing it because they work with you, or whatever, how they said it. Well, if you know that, why don't you turn them the frig in and solve all this? Because it's the same ones that are working with, you know, those other ones that, you know, keep popping up that I haven't seen. I mean, but, or is it, you know, I don't know who you were talking to, one of whoever's following on these pages. You were talking to one of them. I don't know who. But the thing is, do they know that you aren't the real ones? Is that why you're saying it? Because the real ones aren't going to see it. Now, with one of them, I actually did have to get in touch with them, with them. But you see, I didn't realize it at first. They never got it. You know, this is why I said you need to watch who you have around you. Because I was trying to prevent something, but the real one, or I should say, there was 3 of them that I was trying to get in touch with. They never received it, but you know, and then I like to know, like, you know, with, I mean, what I saw was, you know, you could get in touch with managers and stuff like that, and it will give you their email or whatever it is. So, how does the ones that work with you read all that? If your managers or whatever they're called, not managers, I don't know. How is it that the workers get access to your phone or whatever you use to make videos? How do they get access to your emails? You know, that's what I like to know. But, you know, it's more and more of drama, BS, and people getting, you know, not exactly getting away with it because they're not. I really don't know how to put it. But it's been too long. Now I seen this, and you know, they also, you know, was saying, I mean, you know, through the messages. I like to know how all this stuff comes up. I don't know how to get it off. Oh, okay. I saw one. Now, let's try something. Two things. The first one is If everyone is, like part of making it better, making peace, love, etc. Like say it without actually telling. Put your finger up, that it's number one, everyone coming together as one and protecting and making peace, making it better. And the other one is, saying it again without saying it, that if you're ready, as in if I would say, are you in? Just don't ask any questions. What would you, say? Without saying it. Actually saying, I mean, you could say it, but you know what I mean. I forget how it goes. Sorry. It just amazes me how it's like also about love and stuff like that. Everyone, I'm not saying everyone, okay? Get over it. It just amazes me how everyone, as I said, beaches and complains, about love and stuff like that. Oh, I can never find my whatever partner, my lover or husband or wife and whatever, Well, the thing is, because nobody is bringing back, the old school and stuff like that, doesn't know what the word love means, without cheating and blah, 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 whatever. But the thing is, it's all the ones that make comments, do fake pages, and whatever else, etc., etc. I'm not going down the list. And how people treat each other and more. So, how is it that you're going to find it? How are you going to find it? when people, because of all of you, along with what has been done, through force and whatever, etc. I'm not going down the list. That you turned people from it because you don't have it. Well, you don't have it because how's anybody going to trust? By pretending that you're somebody and all that. And holding on, which should have been left in last year. Holding on, well, my last time, my last relationship, well, they cheated on me, they did this, they did that, they were abusive, they were this, they were that, blah, 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 they did this, you know. I don't know how anybody can continue to do all that without getting a freaking headache. I mean, really. Why is it that you're bringing it in to the new relationship? You don't get to know the friggin' person. How are you going to know that that one isn't going to do it? Meaning they're going to respect you, do whatever. Now, when you find the right person, or, neither one of you should be doing that to hurt each other. And I said in in another video that, men and the women, you should be praying for each other, because I knew this was all going to happen, because people are trying to stop. Still, they're trying to stop from ones coming together. I mean, if they would have stopped doing all that, they probably would have met theirs. But that doesn't give you the right to mess up anybody else's. It's like if somebody did it, that doesn't mean that everybody's going to, ruin it or be abusive or whatever. Does anybody know what commitment means? I'm not speaking about the ones that already do know. I'm talking about these other ones. I'm trying to be nice here. Because, thing is, if God sees me pissed off, like, really? I told you before, I have a temper, but I know how to control it. And it will never come out unless God tells me to. That's why it's in God's hands to show these ones what I actually could do through him. But the thing is, if I show and like really he'll do even more that you can't imagine to you. It's already going to be bad, worse, whatever, than what you are feeling. Oh, yeah. How about those two women? Well, the ones that kept getting in my face. Well, that stopped. Gee, I wonder what happened. Hmm. Now, you know, again, it's like what I said, I wouldn't piss heaven off. And I'm not the only one that says it. How in the world do you think you get your ideas? They help you. I mean, you do all of it, but heaven or your spiritual team, whatever, gives you an idea, but you figure it out, unless you need help, stuff like that. They give us the trees, for whatever. I'm not going to go, I know what it is, but you figure it out. All nice stuff right in front of us. But no, you have these ones, what they did in California. I actually hope they got caught. And I hope they go to prison. I said what I said. There was more than one person. I mean, there was rumors, but I'm not going to get into that because it's rumors. I'm not going to, just say it and they're really not involved. But I really, it's not for me to say. I don't get into people's business, especially if you're lying. And that's what I can't stand. I mean, if there was a reason that you have to lie, that's a different story. Like a surprise party or something, to surprise somebody or whatever. That's, you have to. But there's not going to be any more people or anyone ruining anyone. And then letting the ones who are doing it, just go scot-free, get a slap on the hand, What are you teaching the freaking kids? Your own kids, if you have any. What are you teaching them? How's this making it better? You bitch and complain, but you're still carrying last year's whatever and years before along into this year. Instead of trying to help yourself and help your children. And these ones, Uber and whatever, all them. Why is it that you have to put stuff on the handles, you know, same stuff that, when you walk through the, you know, stores or wherever, somebody hands you something or you find it on the ground, the money or whatever. Once you touch it, you put it near your hand because you start smelling something and you're like smelling your hand, you get knocked out. You get dizzy, you knock out, you pass out. And what happens? They throw you in the car. But on the Ubers, you get in and then all of a sudden, you know, along with the other stuff. Why do you have to freaking do that? You have a job and you don't make good tips or whatever. It's, be thankful that, people can tip a little bit or whatever. But the thing is, you work for a company. Now they should be paying you. And as I said, with drivers or whoever, whatever company or, food, whatever, you should appreciate that you do have a job. But the thing is, people can't tip twice and do uh, pay for delivery twice, once for it to you and a tip to you when it is all in there. They do it along with other stuff that they charge for, delivery. Then tip, I forget what else. Be thankful. Some people can't work. And they still get targeted. Like, really, how does this all sound? It's not like, yeah, it's groups, but there's others. How do you know that what happens? You need, I'll just say Uber or something like that. What happens? You do the same thing, but then you run into something and they also do what you do. And you're caught up with them, as in whatever. You get knocked out or whatever, But you don't think about that. Oh, that's not going to happen to me. Really? More you say that and you do it or whatever, you never know when it's going to creep up. And it will happen. Instead of putting out negativity out there where it's just lingering or whatever, instead of doing that, why don't you put more positive out and how you actually want to see things? To have it better, have good jobs, have comfortable homes, feel safe, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Why don't you put that out there? Instead of all this BS, the drama. And what I can't stand is, why is it when people get divorced, they can't stand each other? Okay, that's fine and dandy. But if you have children, why are you getting them involved? You should be, friendly. And what I can't stand is that the one parent has the child all. I saw this, I don't know, it just came up. It was court thing or whatever. I mean, truthfully, I don't know if it's all fake or whatever. I saw two things. Now, the thing is, I felt so sorry for this guy. And same happened to the girl. But anyway, this guy had the child. And the girl, it was supposed to be that he had 1 week, she had 1 week, and blah, 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 whatever. But she hadn't since seen the kid. She had a job, made way more than him. Traveling. And even lied in court saying, oh, I pay for, schooling and blah, 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 whatever. But then the judge really got into it. Well, how you pay for the schooling? Well, he gives me child support. So I pay for schooling. How does that sound? Yeah, he's paying you child support. That's how you're paying for the school. But then the judge asked the guy, the child has a scholarship for the school, so they shouldn't be paying. Why is it that people have to take advantage? I mean, same thing. It was another court, and the woman, had the child, and the guy, couldn't work and whatever. I don't know. Same thing. And she was paying him child support, whatever. It's supposed to be the other way around, first of all. And, why is it that people have to just take advantage of people? Like, really? And stay out of people's business. I don't care who you are. There's no need to be in anybody's business unless, it's like a case or something like that, whatever. No one should be nosy. No one should be, whatever. How's that helping where you live? or around the world. How's that helping? And why is it that people have to, always hear arguments, hear drama, hear whatever? Why is it? If you want to hear all that, instead of stirring up the pot and, well, other than stirring the pot, but you stir the pot for different reasons, instead of doing that and forcing people, or just stirring it up as in because you constantly hear all that, and all of a sudden all you're hearing is quiet, so you need to do something. It's like a little kid, you need to hear it. So, let's go get them to, or whoever, to argue and whatever. Oh, I'll feel much better. Why don't you go watch, I don't know, a movie or something with yelling and whatever? Or why don't you just sit there and hear the silence? To calm your mind down. This way it can clear. Because I'm going to say, yeah, it did take me a while, but, growing up, all I heard was yelling, but that's how, everyone spoke, because some were hard of hearing, some, that's how, I don't know, they spoke loud. And, whatever. And like I said, in one room was type of music, another room somebody was playing in one instrument, the other room another instrument, the other one, another instrument, whatever. And then we had kids and adults walking in and out, Do you know what that was like? It was constant. Like constant. Loud. On the second floor, a band was rehearsing. I mean, another time in the basement, whatever. Do you know what that was like? Every day? People coming in and out, walking, or yelling, or music, different types. You walk in one room, it's classical, the other one, rap, the other one, heavy metal. I mean, do you know what that was like? And then can't forget my team, whatever, how you want to call them, bodyguards or whatever, following. So you don't think that I know when someone's following me or whatever? I'm used to all this. And I learned once everything started to, calm down, or they didn't want to play anymore, or whatever. It was total silence. So, believe me, if I can do it, anyone can. Only you can control your own mind. Instead of making arguments and, whatever, starting something. But hey, you don't need to listen to me. Because all those years that I've been saying, and everyone, hey, whatever. That's another thing. And I've seen it since I grew up too. I could see going out, and everything. I mean, when I was working in between the jobs and stuff like that, I went out once a week. That's all I can do. But as I was growing up, I mean, ones went out like almost every night, every weekend, or whatever. Why can't anybody just stay like home? And I don't care how young you are, because believe me, you continue to do that when you're young and you don't take, breaks or, from it or whatever, oh, it's going to catch up to you in the worst way that you imagine. Like staying up all night, 2, 3 days. And then crashing out, a day or whatever. It's going to catch up. I could see, being with your friends or whatever. I'm not saying that. Why is it that, people have to, never mind. No. I'm not going to say anymore. No. Whatever. You get what I mean. You could still be with friends or whatever. Have, like I said, instead of going to the bar or whatever, watching football or being with your friends, why don't you have a little thing, quiet, whatever. Anyway, I'm stopping there, but anyway. But anyway, those two things, and we need to put a stop to all this. This is really getting out of hand. And the companies and stuff like that need to change a few things. And this way you don't get it twisted. if anyone is doing something, I'm not talking about the ones that, did leave that and is trying to start, make it better. I'm not, and with my, all the groups in my situation, I know there was go say fuckers. I know some left, and starting to make it better. Again, proud of you. I'm proud of all of you around the world. But we need to, sorry, I lost my train of thought. We need to be ready. Technically, we should be taking action now. And companies, like I said, you just need to, start paying attention. Like I said, you didn't create the, all of it. For what? For people to ruin it for you? No. I mean, you did, but, that's on you. But look at all the ones that were working because they need the job. All their jobs. That they won't have. But then, real soon, we'll be hearing, oh no, the, whatever that's called, I forgot. Because people are out of work, went up. Because nobody can find a job. Nobody's hiring. Whatever that thing is. I forget. Unemployment or welfare. I forget. Went up. Well, that's because people are ruining companies and whatever, doing drama this, drama that, or whatever. And they have no choice because, I could see not listening to all these complaints. Well, you should have done something in the beginning. And pinpoint who is doing it. When you first got a complaint, I'm not telling you how to do the job, but you see, I'm for one, and my dad taught me, and when I used to have a business and all that, you get things done, and if there's like anything that is, I guess the tweak, I think it's called tweaks. Well, I looked into it and, and I fixed it and made it better. And when you get a job done, you make sure that you get everything ready. It depends on what it is. Now, in my case, I got everything ready the night before all these orders, and then all I had to do was, make it or whatever it was, and then go deliver it. But in these companies, you should have alerts. I know there's a lot of people, but you also have workers. They take a section, another one takes a section or whatever, and they all have alerts. Who's doing fake pages? Who is, doing bullying on comments? Because I know that you all read everything. You look at the videos and stuff like that. You have to. This way, you could see that somebody is doing a video the right way. There's nothing to complain about. And remember, which I did notice, that did change when a fake page makes the fake page, and then somebody complains. Instead of the fake page getting closed down, the real ones got closed down, or whatever, how you say it. That I noticed that did change. And I'm proud of you. But you get what I mean, where you'll know who is messing around, not really doing their job. And if they got alerts on there, they can just go and look to see who is using the real person's name. Because technically, that's a crime. And once the real person did put their name in, no one else should be able to. I mean, unless you had a name. I mean, same name. But you know who is who. I mean, it was like, like I said, when we got from with my dad, his nephews were with him, and they had his name. Somebody wanted to join. And the guy was like shocked. He goes, "What's your name?" They said, my dad said it. And, he went down the line. He was like, all three of you had the same name, stuff like that. And, he was saying, wow, all these years I've been golfing, I never came across this, So they gave them all nicknames. But, I mean, that's different, but you can tell who's who. I thought that was funny when I And the other one was, I already said it. My dad hit it, got a, I think it's called a birdie, I think. He got a hole in one a lot, but one of them, it's called a birdie, I think. That was the joke. Just as he shot the ball, an actual bird came in front of it and hit it. So we said that he got a birdie. Never mind. I thought it was funny. The bird was fine. We, helped it. Thank God for that. But anyway, I mean, like I said, put your finger up for the peace and whatever if you're all in. And the other ones, it's time to take action and, we need to figure out something or whatever. And for all those ones, that are trying to stop people, it's not going to happen. But also, now my case is different, but if you know who each other are, and either the one is having, all that stuff, you can't sit back either. Without protecting each other. But you need to pray to help protect each other too. But I'm done. I think I said a lot. I said too much. And what I said, you agree? You agree. But we need to start taking. I know that I said that I've seen a lot of progress and stuff like that, and I was told. And, heaven and everybody is doing a lot. And I know everyone's seeing it. But we can help also in many ways. They're doing, what we can't see. Along with, the return to senders, stuff like that. But we also need to, help by praying, saying, because God just wants to hear, Do what you have to do. You know, you use your own words. Because remember, God created everything. He can whip all these ones out just like that. But he would just like to, you know, hear. As I said, you know. But again, I'm proud of all of you. The ones that putting it out there. And putting it, you know, up for everyone to see how people actually act. And again, you know, just be careful. Pay attention. Especially, you know, when you go to hospitals and stuff like that, you get IVs or whatever. You make sure you keep an eye on that. You know, if it goes all the way down and the nurse doesn't come in to change it or whatever, don't let it go down a lot, because then the person gets air or whatever. That needs to be changed. And pay attention how some, you know, nurse aides and stuff like that treat the patients. Or nursing homes. Make sure you actually look into it. We found out, and it, like I said before, it took us, we had to go to the higher court, and they still wouldn't let us take my dad out until we got the, you know, well, the judge did. I think there was like 3 or 4 sheriffs, because they kept trying to keep them there. They weren't taking care of him. And we visit every day. And each time he kept getting bruises. He even had a broken hand that we found out in the other nursing home that they never treated. They even lost him. One day. That's because he got tired of them beating him up. And he did escape. But one of the guards found him outside and brought him back. And then after that, we found out that the reason why we tried to shut them down because they were doing it to others. Yeah, they got shut down. But the thing is, same owners reopened, but under a different name. So how could that be? Apparently they changed 20 times and no one caught on. This is what I'm saying. And they took everything. They left my mother with nothing. We don't know how they did it. So watch. You know. So instead of stirring up, all this negativity that you should have left behind, once you start worrying about, who is around you, one day, if you have kids, they'll put you in there. So, I mean, with the attitudes and stuff like that, they wouldn't care to put you in there. So think about it. Instead of teaching your kids that, you think that they're going to stick around? No, they're too busy making, more chaos and whatever. But, people don't think. Anyway, I got stuff to do. I mean, it's morning, but, I'll get some coffee to wake up even more. Yeah, again, I didn't get to go to sleep for 2 days. Gee, I wonder why. But that's okay. You see, I'm immune to it. I've been doing that since I was a baby. So, if that's what you're all trying to do, well, no. You might not be able to do it. Don't assume that I can't. And remember, don't assume because you took advantage of my kindness and, whatever, blah, 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 Don't think that. See, I might, again, I'll say it. I might have left everything behind. Except my other side. To be, will pop out once in a while. If it has to. But right now, I'm just sitting back. because heaven's doing it for me. Since all of you are like, spread out, if I did it, probably would have taken even more instead of 7 years. Because I'm saying 7 because that's when it like really started. I mean, it started since I was a baby, but that's fine and dandy. But remember, there's a group here, it's up to, I don't know, 10 or something like that. But the ones that since I was a baby and all the way up is in one of your groups. So I'll just say 7. So if I would have done it, it probably would have taken longer. But no. I had enough of the BS. Anyway, again, sending some coffee, tea, iced coffee, whatever, with espresso and whatever else you drink to start your day and go make it great today. Make a difference as every day. And don't forget, be thankful. But anyway, the challenge number 1, and what would you say? About the action or whatever. Don't ask any questions. Are you in? Anyway, it's time. Ciao. Yeah, I'm hanging up now. Oh, sorry. I forgot what I was going to say. Anyway, again, thank you. Now, ciao. Sorry. Oh my God.